Hello everyone, welcome back to the Oscar-nominated A-Hole channel, and today we're going to be talking about a double movie review. I just got back from the theater, and yes, I spent about 5 hours at the theater today because I was watching back-to-back movies. First, I was watching Happy Deathday to You, and lastly, I watched Alita Battle Angel, and I just got back from it probably about 20 minutes ago. So I'm pretty excited to talk about these movies. I went into both of these movies with weary expectations, hoping for the best, and I was pleasantly surprised with both movies. So I'm gonna give you a rundown. You basically kind of know that I like them, obviously from that. But I'm gonna go a little bit more into it. I'm not gonna give any spoilers, so don't worry. And I hope you guys check out these movies because they're pretty good. So we'll start with Happy Deathday to You, and Happy Deathday to You is a very fun movie. I watched the first one. The first one, if you haven't seen it, it's a pretty fun movie. Definitely one that maybe you could watch maybe once or twice a year. It's just a fun movie, to be entertained by. But watching it back to back, you couldn't do that. It's just it gets too repetitive, obviously. But and the second one is actually really good. The second one has really good continuity, but at the same time, it also introduces new elements, stuff that wasn't in there before. Kind of broadens out the characters and the world and the environment. It also plays on different story tropes. There's a really cool compilation collage of scenes in it, which is depending on your humor, can be really funny humor. And I thought it was pretty funny. And if you think that you're going to go into this movie and you're going to get a thriller slasher flick, don't go into it like that. I didn't go into it like that because when I looked up the movie on Rotten Tomatoes / IMDb, it automatically told me it was a comedy. So I was like, oh, it's a comedy. It's not going to be horror filled, really. And sure enough, it wasn't. It was a comedy, and it was kind of funny. I was really pleasantly surprised by it, because I always know that movies like this that are sequels to already pretty standard movies that are fun and enjoyable would probably fall flat on their face. But no, this one actually holds up pretty well. And for that, I definitely have to give it its props. Now, next up is a movie that I have been extremely anticipating for quite some time. My most popular YouTube video on this channel is about it versus Captain Marvel, and that is, of course, Alita, Battle Angel. Let me give you a little background. I have never read the manga. I don't even know what the manga was about. I went into this movie totally pretty much blind about what it's about. My girlfriend went with me. She was even more blind about it than I was. She just knows, oh, it's a movie that he wants to see, and I saw the trailer for it. She did not want to go see this movie at all, and by the end of it, she was emotionally invested in the characters, and she told me that she really, really liked it. So I will definitely be buying this on Blu-ray. This is definitely a movie you should go see. Highly, highly recommend this movie. The visual effects are great, but unlike what a lot of other people might say, I don't think the story gets caught up into that. I think the story was actually pretty darn solid. There are definitely different varying tropes that you don't see a lot in movies nowadays, and which I really enjoyed. On top of that, she is a strong female character that is not bland or boring. She loses a fight, and she has to get stronger, which is awesome. I was watching the movie, and by the way, SJWs and NPCs, this is what normal people think. I was watching, oh, this is so cool. I wasn't thinking, wow, look at this diverse strong female character. Isn't she just so great? No, I was watching it and going, oh, this is pretty sick. Oh, this is so cool. And I was rooting for her. I wasn't thinking anything about her gender or her race or her sex. I was thinking, this movie, this story, this character, I am invested into them because of their personality and who they are. And I really like this. As compared to Captain Marvel, this movie already looks like it can blow it out of the water. I mean, there was emotion. That's something Brie Larson doesn't have, that's for sure. Oh yeah. And there's plenty of smiling. I wonder if they did that on purpose. Like she smiles a lot in this movie, and I'm like, huh. I wonder if a little touche there. You know, hey Brie Larson, you don't smile enough. We're gonna show you how to smile. Okay, here you go. This is how you do it. But it's a fantastic movie. Story's good. If you've never read the manga or don't even know about it, highly recommend you go see this movie. You might say, "Oh, but it's a little weird because of the eyes." Don't. That's the dumbest excuse on the earth. There are so many boring popcorn flicks out there nowadays. That just seem like the same old stuff rewrapped. This is totally different. Something you've never seen. This is so much better than Ghost in the Shell. Oh my god, I fell asleep in Ghost in the Shell. It was so boring. I was just like ready to get out of that theater. This one, I wanted to stay because it was so good. I was like, oh, come on, you can't tell me that's the end of it. That was really good. So I think finally we have a live action anime movie that isn't horrible. This is actually really good. Highly recommend going and seeing this. Now, if you're a fan of the anime or the manga, then you know I can kind of understand where you're coming from because you're a fan of the actual lore, and so you might be a little peeved off because I'm that way about other things too. So I totally understand if you don't agree, but for those of you who are like me and have never really been attached to it in some emotional way, please go see this movie. It's fantastic. You should support this movie. It doesn't make you feel stupid or dumb. Really good characters, really good emotions. Just something that you could just enjoy with anyone, really. Fantastic. Really fantastic. Like, it sounds like I'm just sucking up to it, but, like, I was trying to nitpick. I guess I'm trying to think of what I would nitpick. I mean, the enemies I hated because they were just jerks. Uh, I'm trying to think of, like, a criticism that I can actually give it. Nope, can't really think of anything. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is. I'm sure there is plenty. But, well, there's this nurse character, I guess. She didn't really have much to do in the movie, but she was there. I mean, maybe. And the main villain doesn't really get to talk. So, I like the big bad guy. He doesn't really talk at all. Like, you don't see him talk. Uh, so that kind of sucks, I guess, in a way. But that's really it. I can't really think of anything compared to, flat face Brie Larson. Like, you watch Alita Battle Angel trailer, you're like, oh, dude, that looks pretty sick. You watch Brie Larson, you're like, oh my god, this is already going to get terrible. Just terrible. So overall, I would give Happy Death Day to You. Probably I would say about a 7.5 out of 10. And Alita Battle Angel, I would definitely give it a 9 out of 10. So tell me what you guys thought about both these movies, or one of them, depending on which one you saw. Let me know in the comments below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate all of you and for everything that you do. And thank you so much, and I hope that you have a fantastic rest of your day.